Hello guys, welcome back. I haven't been here in a while. Hope you guys are doing well. I came with a story. It's a love story, and I know you guys are so much into love. I know you're gonna love this one. So it's a story of a lady called Vee. It's a real story actually that happened in Cape Town. So Vee met this guy called Khaya in Cape Town. Now, how they met is quite hilarious, and I know that's what you're gonna love. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as always. And let me tell you what went down in the streets of Cape Town. Very hilarious. So our story begins with this lady called Vee. She's a free-spirited artist who loves drawing. She loves art. She's an artist with a penchant for painting rainbows. And then the guy, Khaya, is a man who just loves jokes. He's a fan of Trevor Noah, so he loves passing jokes here and there. So they met one day in the bustling city of Cape Town. So there was a festival that was happening, the art fair. They normally have these annual festivals. So this one is the Investec Cape Town Festival. So they met there. So the guy was just passing. He didn't know what was going on. He actually thought there was a stand-up comedy happening in the city. And so he was like, oh, let me check out what is happening there. But then the lady, Vee, was one of the exhibitors. She was exhibiting these, rainbow artworks that she loves to do. So then the guy stopped by, found himself there because he mistook that for a stand-up comedy show, and he collided with Vee's painting. So Vee had this painting called Colors of Love. Beautiful painting. So it caught the attention of this guy, Khaya. I was like, oh, wow, let me check out what's happening here. Who's this lady with this beautiful painting, So this is too short. Look at that. It's too short. So the guy stopped there, and the lady was like, ooh, I think my art has caught your eye. The guy giggled, he laughed. He was like, okay, yeah, obviously. I'm caught by this. What is it that you're doing? What are you painting? Well, Khaya was like, yo, I've never seen a rainbow with such charisma before. Yeah, so the conversation went on and on and on and on. It was a 7-day festival, remember? So their conversation continued. Obviously, the guy took the numbers. They continued to chat on WhatsApp, The guys were in love. Like, things just went on and on and on over, that period through the festival. The love started to blossom. On the final day of the festival, the guy decided, okay, I'm going to go to the festival again so, I can get a goodbye kiss, a goodbye hug, because the lady was actually leaving. She stays in the Western Cape as well, but not, close to where Khaya is staying. So the guy decided now to go back to the festival, but he went there with a plan in mind. He wanted to propose because the love was so intense that he was just like, no, you know what? I'm not going to lose this girl. I have to say something to her that's going to keep her thinking and thinking and thinking about me. Yeah, so he went back there. The conversation continued, and she was wondering why the guy was there again for the second. And she was expecting him to tell her that maybe she was going to go there and see her. So it was like a surprise, visit on the last day of, the exhibition. So the guy just popped in there and was like, you know what? I couldn't just continue my conversation over WhatsApp. I needed to come and see you in person. And she wondered, like, ooh, what's going on? What is this guy brought that he couldn't say? What is it that he wanted to say that he couldn't say over WhatsApp? So the conversation ensued. They laughed. The guy loves to laugh, that. The connection that was happening there on WhatsApp, she could actually now see it in person. Things took an hilarious, awkward turn, guys. Khaya was like, I've got a question that's been tying my brain in knots. Like this knot here. Okay. You've got a question. Tell me, what's the question? Says V. The guy took a long pause. Was, I'm sure, shaking. He didn't know how to start with the question. So after that long pause, he pulled out a necktie. Colorful, very colorful necktie. Not like this one. This is not colorful. He put out a colorful necktie and he was like, will you tie the knot with me? The lady was shocked. She laughed. She was like, what? Are you serious? What do you mean? Tie the knot for me? Do you mean a knot? Like a necktie knot or something? So he literally put a tie and he said, will you tie the knot for me? So that sounded like confusing. She didn't know whether the guy literally mean help the guy to tie the knot. Yeah, so with a burst of laughter, we finally accepted Khaya's proposal. So that was a proposal, guys. Hilarious as it sounds. And the couple embarked on a whimsical journey of wedding planning just from that day onwards. And guess what? So V insisted that because she was so much into artwork and she loves to paint rainbows, she actually insisted on a rainbow-themed wedding. A wedding with a rainbow theme. And then for Khaya, he was like, on my wedding, I want to incorporate something funny. He was like, he wanted to incorporate something funny, you know, some sort of an hilarious table or a corner where people would tell jokes and, you know, things like that. She was like, yo, okay, fine, it's fine. I'm going to have my rainbow-colored confettis, my rainbow cakes, and even a rainbow attire for all the guests. Khaya was fine with that. He was like, I'm fine with that as long as we can have a dad joke corner somewhere, you know, where people can indulge in some laughter and all that, you know. Yeah, so fast forward, beautiful note, right? 3 months later, the big day arrived. The venue was transformed into this kaleidoscope of colors. Friends and families, they gathered there. They eagerly waited for the union of these two. And guess what? So as V was walking down the aisle, she was like, you know what, Khaya? You are my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Those were her words. You're the reason my heart does cartwheels, V. Yeah, so they exchanged vows and Khaya surprised everyone by pulling out that very necktie that he took out from the first encounter. And he was like, this tie symbolizes the knot that binds us together. A knot that made us to laugh, a knot of love with a touch of rainbow magic. And so, with laughter echoing through the air, V and Khaya tied the knot. They started on a journey filled with colorful canvases. Bit of jokes here and there. The love that would withstand the test of time, friends. Yeah, that's how V and Khaya crafted their own masterpiece of love. One tie at a time. Such a beautiful thing. I'm sure you also have stories to tell. But there is lots of things that we can learn from that story. Like I said, it's a real life story that happened in Cape Town. But I feel there is something beautiful that we can all learn from that. If you think of something we can learn from that, let me know in the comments. I'll tell you what I feel are the most important lessons that we can tap from there. It's very nice. I can actually go with this, but it looks a bit dial, right? Look at that. Nice. No. This shirt actually needs something very colorful. Okay, so then what can we learn from that story? Number one, we need to embrace quirkiness sometimes. You need to find somebody, always find somebody that can appreciate your uniqueness. They say love often blossoms in unexpected and colorful ways, and that's just what they demonstrated to us. Again, they say laughter is the best medicine, right? And we saw that truly in that. That couple's shared sense of humor and love for jokes became sort of a glue that held them together. And so sometimes it's important to find joy in each other's company. That's a very important key ingredient for a lasting bond, right? Also, creativity in connection. The story emphasizes the role of creativity. You need to be very creative in forging that, those strong bonds with your partner. Vee had that vibrant artwork, that love for, rainbow paintings. On the other hand, Kay had that, playful proposal. Just showcases the beauty of expressing love in your own imaginative ways. Stick to what you know best, and to just glue together with your person. Symbolic gestures as well. Khaya, reuse of the necktie. When it was time for the wedding, he reused that necktie again. The thing that he used right on the proposal day, he used it again on the wedding day. What does that mean? That actually just reinforces the idea of meaningful symbols, which can deepen the connection between two people. And lastly, celebrate your differences. Vee and Khaya have shown us that opposites can actually attract. Vee was immersed into this world of art. Khaya came in with, his funny, personality and comedy. But they embraced each other. They celebrated each other's difference, and that helps to enrich a relationship. So embrace diversity. Oh, and lastly, before I forget, I almost forgot this one. This story also teaches us something else. You need to remember this, that each couple has the power to create their own masterpiece of love. It's not sort of a one-size-fits-all formula. They got married in the shortest possible time in their own creative way. So you need to find your own way. There's no formula to say, oh, this is how I'm going to fall in love. This is how I finally get married. There's no one size fits all. The beauty of a relationship lies in unique strokes of love, laughter, and obviously shared experiences. Yeah. So there you have it, friends. Hope you enjoyed the story and the lessons from there. So as you navigate your own love story, remember those lessons. Be unkind. Let laughter be your guide. Celebrate the differences. Celebrate the quirks. Paint your own vibrant canvas of love. Till next time, I'll catch you in another story. Thank you for joining us, guys. Oh, remember to subscribe.